live stream, I'm gonna answer a few questions. First of all, thank you for reading my book on Amazon. It makes me feel great. It's very interesting to me to have income in this way. Last month, I earned my first $20 from officially selling my book on the market. I know it sounds little, but for me it's a big thing because I've never imagined myself as an author. First of all, uh, in uh, in connection with this book thing, uh, one of my subscribers had significant change in his practice after reading the booklet. So he thought that he practiced Lojin regularly, but he never knew that the fingers of the top leg must point a bit inwards. And I've mentioned this thing in the booklet. So he changed that and pointed his fingers inwards. So the difference was obvious, and he started to experience better results, which is great. So let's go to the first question. Um, it is the latest question. One of my subscribers asked me on the email about uh, panic attacks. So he first thanked me for speaking about Paidalajin and improving his sex life after starting with the practice, and then asked me about a friend who is having panic attacks and which Paidalajin advice should be good about panic attacks. So uh, Paida is a good thing that would help. So if you are wondering where to prioritize your Paida, so inside of the elbow is always very good place to start. Very good. And of course, for good results, should be more than 15 minutes. Anything less than 15 minutes of Paida, it's too little and ineffective. Another thing is that panic attacks also are related with anxiety and stress. So for these areas are very good the knees, all around the knees. So if I was on your friend's place, probably the first areas I would cover with Paida would be inside of the elbow and all around the knees. So inside, outside, the front part, the back of the knees, because back of the knees and inside the knees, they are related a lot with the anxiety, anger, and fear. Sorry, without anxiety, anger and fear. The front part is related with anxiety a lot. So on the kneecap, it's related a lot with anxiety, with stress, with overthinking. It's the stomach meridian, and the side of the knees is also related with anger, the rage. So it's good for calming your calming these bad emotions. So elbows and knees are very good parts to begin with. Of course, if your friend enjoys Paida, he or she can continue with all the four main areas: wrists, back of the elbow, inside the elbow, all around the knees and feet. So all the four main areas. About Lojin stretches, I think that it's always good to practice Lojin. Of course, of course, you should ask your doctor and don't listen to a guy on the internet. But it's good to ask your doctor if it's good for your friend to practice Paidalajin. So I need to say this. But Lojin in reclining position, this one on the bench, is a very good overall health exercise according to Paidalajin knowledge, and in my opinion, is the best decision, the best login to pick for panic attacks, because it just affects the overall health so much. And by picking any other of the login stretches, like squatting login, neck login, and Y login, stuff like that, it's not so sure that you will unblock the blocked part on your friend's body, because we don't know where the blockage is, and that's why it's good to focus on something that unblocks a lot of parts at once, and this is login in reclining position. So another, let's not call it a question, but a very interesting thing was especially for the men, slapping on your wee-wee, on your wiener. So we have a very good testimonial. I mean, I have it. It's in my email. A guy texted me with incredible results. So I'm not gonna go a lot of in details of his story, but he managed to catch some disease on the pineal head, and some formation appeared. So he started to slap. Again, I'm telling you, ask your doctor before trying stuff like that. He did it anyways, but actually I don't know if he asked a doctor, but never told anyone I told you to slap on your wee wee, okay? Myself did it many times. This guy did it, but it's not an advice, okay? So he slapped 25 minutes on the top, 25 minutes on the bottom, and 25 minutes on both sides of his pee-pee, and the next day this thing felt, and he was amazed by result and texting me, wishing me very good stuff. So good wishes. So it's an amazing story, and once again, thank God and thank Master Shao, thank everyone involved in this teaching, because it helped many people in very weird ways without even spending a dollar. It's amazing. Anyway, so if you have some questions, you can some new questions, you can ask them in the chat. And in this time, I'm gonna tell you a bit of my about my practice. So I was in downswing in my practice. My daily life changed a lot, so I practiced a bit less and experienced decrease in many ways in my health. So when I got back to Login, 30 minutes Login, of course I never skipped my practice, but instead of doing Login on the bench, I was doing squatting Login for 30 minutes. And if I do the stretching on the bench, I did it for 15 minutes a leg. And in my opinion, this is not enough for getting good results. So maybe about a month and a half, I was either squatting or stretching just for 15 minutes per leg on the bench, and my overall health decreased, not significantly. It's like my back pain didn't return, my shoulder pain didn't return, but for sure my athletic abilities decreased, and my libido decreased, and maybe my erection decreased a bit. And I didn't knew that before starting again with 30 minutes of practice with Login. So powerful. And it happened again in my life. I was like, why did you stop practicing 30 minutes per leg in the first place, man? What's wrong with you? You know this is the best. So this is maybe fifth time that I realized that there, for my body, is nothing better than practicing 30 minutes a day Lajin, 30 minutes per leg, I mean. So my 1 hour practice. Also, one good update is improvement in my athletic abilities by combining it with Wim Hof breathing technique. I'm sure you are familiar with this technique. Um, it is this thing that has a good anti-inflammatory um, effects, which means decrease in inflammation, especially in the muscles. So gives me a bit more strength. Kind of Lajin kind of softens my body, and it decreased a lot the injuries. But by combining it with the Wim Hof technique, I can train again like when I was 19, 20 years old. Now I'm 31. If I do not prepare for my practice, I mean breakdancing trainings, I end up injured um, after just normal training. So yeah, I'm very happy about this combination. Of course, the the disadvantage is that it takes too much time because it takes like 22, 25 to 30 minutes to go with 4 rounds of Wim Hof breathing technique, and 1 hour and 10, 1 hour and 15 minutes to do this 30 minutes per leg stretching. So it takes a lot of time, but I'm sure that I will lose time from my day anyways. For example, in Facebook or Instagram. Thank God I don't use TikTok, but yeah, you know what I mean. So a bit of boredom adding in your day with this boring practices can make a huge difference in your health. So I think that there is no questions in the chat, right? Oh, Vitali, hello, man. What the? I didn't actually show the chat. But there are people in the chat. Vitali, it's so good to see you, man. So yeah, thanks again for your watching, and thank you for reading my book. It means a lot to me. I'm very happy about it. For those who don't know about the book, I'll put a link in the description of this video after finishing with this live stream. Bye bye, and see you in the next video.